What's going on, Bears fans? This is Bears Latest Fan Art Sports. I'm your host, Dan Levy, and once again, to make you feel better, the Green Bay Packers suck. Well, that's unfortunately something we're going to have to rest our hats on today because Bears Fest was just held at Soldier Field, and not great. Not a great performance. Again, the things that happened at Bears Fest at Soldier Field, kind of supposed to be a giant pep rally for the Bears at this point. It's where you get to bring your kids, you get to see the players, you get to watch them do things in the home field. The players get to feel a little bit better. They're at Soldier Field, and it's back to what we were seeing on day one of training camp when I told everybody to relax. Still not sure if anybody should be that worried yet, but it doesn't look good. The Bears offense looked completely disjointed during Sunday's practice at Soldier Field. Would have been pretty ugly again for day one, but this was their 10th session, and it wasn't pretty. Caleb Williams had a tough outing from the start, committing 2 delay of game penalties on a single drive, nearly threw an interception that Tyler Scott had to break up, and burned a timeout with only 7 seconds left on the play clock during a red zone drill. Ben Johnson not sugarcoating any of this. He said it was sloppy, sloppier than we were hoping it would be at this point. Unlike Bears past coaches, Johnson delivered straight talk and accountability, and that's something that Caleb Williams said he wanted more of after last season. So, Caleb, you're getting it, dude. You wanted that hard coaching. You wanted to be coached up hard. You wanted people to hold you accountable, and you're getting it. You're going to get it publicly. You're going to probably get it twice as bad privately. But understand this, Ben Johnson is not taking the hits for things that you're not getting right. He is the guy that's going to make sure that if something goes bad, it ain't on him, dude. It's going to be on you. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This is your time to shine. It's his time to shine as well. And again, if this season does not go well, there are 2 people that they're going to be pointing fingers at. And guess what? Ben Johnson's not taking that finger this year. Eberflus, other coaches in the past have said, hey, you know what? It's not all his fault. This one is all your fault. Johnson was more focused on avoiding pre-snap issues since OTAs in May. He believed progress had been made, but Sunday's performance said otherwise. It's something we're going to have to address for sure. If it continues like that, we're not going to win many games. That is the words coming out of Ben Johnson's mouth. He also acknowledged that the offense got tighter near the end of practice, but the overall tone remained serious. He's put a lot on Williams' plate. And while some mistakes are expected, repeated errors are not acceptable, especially with the install phase starting to slow down, which means the buffet of options that Caleb Williams had to go through when he started going into this new offense, they're trying to shave it down. Right now, they gave him the full battery of offense, every different play, every different look that they can give Caleb Williams, and they were trying to figure out which ones he did best, which ones he did not do well, and cater this offense to his strengths. However, the thing that they are not happy with are the pre-snap stuff. The stuff that he's got to do when he gets to the line of scrimmage, when he's got to check downs, when he's got to check coverage. All the things he's got to do on checks, he's not doing well, and he is letting time clocks go. That, again, is ugly. But again, a silver lining, Bears fans, for you to kind of digest on. These are fixable. It's not great that because of the player association, the players have limited amounts of time on the practice field, less than they used to be, but it's going to have to do. It's not Ben Johnson's fault. It's not the team's fault. This is what the Players Association have all come to agreement on. So, unfortunately, for a guy like Caleb Williams, who could use a lot more time with his coaches and a lot more time with players figuring this out, hopefully it gets a little bit better than that. Couple of things. This is more of a reality check for Caleb. He's had a mixed practice performances, some rough, some decent, a couple of good spots. Sunday's session was a reminder that despite his accolades and draft status, he still has a lot to prove. His rookie year wasn't terrible, but it fell short of lofty expectations and lagged behind peers like C.J. Stroud. And, of course, Jaden Daniels was the bar that we were all holding Caleb to, and it just did not look good. So, again, when we start to go down this path of what the Bears should do and where they should be, Tyson Bagent, should he get warmed up? Case Keenum, is it your time to shine yet? No. Again, RELAX. Ben Johnson is intense. This is a brand new offense. Caleb Williams is just trying to get the little things that he can get right. And again, full tackling, full everything that's going on. Caleb can probably make some things happen that we haven't really seen yet. And that's kind of where I'm going to hang my hat on this one, because right now we can't tell what this team really is until it's really being put to the test. Until game one of the season starts, we're not sure what this Bears team is. Even when they do the mixed practices, even when they have the preseason, we're not sure what the real identity of this team is until it happens. And again, we'll see what happens when they're playing somebody other than this Bears defense, because this Bears defense is monsters of its own. So we'll have to see what happens with that one. Now we head over towards the real meat of the story. Micah Parsons is on the move, possibly. Could the Bears actually get him? Are they one trade proposal away? Somebody is saying yes. The couple of local people, The Athletic, Micah Parsons sent shockwaves to the NFL on Friday after demanding the trade and confirming that he submitted a formal request to the Cowboys that got the wheels turning across the league, including here in Chicago. The Athletic put together a series of trade proposals with 3 potential landing spots for Parsons: the Jets, the Packers — oh, please don't let that happen — and yours truly, team, the Bears. All 3 teams would offer very different packages, but the Bears deal that really grabs attention would be this one. To Dallas, the Bears would trade the 2026-2027 first-round draft picks plus 3rd and 6th-round picks in 2027. Chicago would snag Micah Parsons, 2027 2nd and 4th-round picks. Now, that's a big swing, but it does make sense for a team that's on the rise and could use a little bit more assistance in that spot. Why it works: the Bears upgraded their defensive line this offseason with Grady Jarrett and Odengbo. The 2nd-round pick, Shamar Turner, but Parsons is on another level. Pairing him with Montez Sweat could instantly transform Chicago's defense into one of the NFL's most dangerous units, not just in 2025, but this could set it up for a while. The Jets have some similar offers, and the Packers would probably get rid of a couple of draft picks in there, suggesting Romeo Doubs. Each brings something different to the table. The Jets package lacks a first-rounder, but fills the needs the Packers offered is a solid on paper, but if you're the Bears, seeing Green Bay in the mix should light a fire. And again, Ryan Poles, you're on the hot list for that one. So there's a guy out there that wants to get traded. Whether or not that's going to happen, whether or not Jerry Jones is just going to go ahead and do that, I don't see Jerry Jones getting bossed around like that. I don't see this going down the way it should be, but who knows? Could Micah Parsons be a Chicago Bear? There's enough to give. There's enough there. There's enough meat on that bone. I mean, if you're going to do it and you're just giving away draft picks and first-round draft picks at that, I don't know. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm talking to the Bears at least. I'm talking to them at least. So we'll see how that one goes when we start getting into what it's going to be for this. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. More Caleb Williams. We got viral videoing that shows Caleb Williams holding himself to the high standard at Bears camp. It's a video from the Bears training camp going viral that showed a rookie quarterback, or at the time, visibly frustrated at the second-year quarterback after struggling in a passing drill. The clip is Williams missing 4 straight throws into a training net and reacts with a clear disappointment, evidence of how much he expects from himself. Listen, I've seen that video. It doesn't take a lot to get it. It's one of those little nets where there's 4 different patches and you got to throw it in and make it. You've probably seen it at some sort of Dave & Buster's or back in the day, the ESPN Zone, or anything that you would take your kids to where you throw it into little pockets. Caleb went over 4 and got angry about that. When I was starting this video, I thought to myself, now, that's just him where it needs to be. He needs to be in that spot, and he needs to make sure that he's trying to show that he's doing this. It's okay. He's getting on himself. But then when you talk about what Bears Fest just was, you got to say to yourself, I'm not really sure if this is funny anymore. This is not a laughing matter. I do want to say to everybody, just relax. We're not sure what's going on. He's trying to get the little things ready. He's in his head, and him and Ben Johnson are working on things. Ben Johnson has said in the past that he's in the right spot. So if you're going to agree with what Ben Johnson's got to say and that Caleb's holding himself accountable, at what point do we worry that Caleb is too much in his own head? That's what I'm worried about. At what point do we say to ourselves, ooh, maybe Caleb is too much. Maybe this guy needs to figure out a way to chill out. I'm not sure. But as far as what we're seeing here with Caleb Williams, I need to see a lot more coming from this guy. I'm ready for some preseason action. I'm done with this whole kind of here's what's going on in practice. It's too much of a knee-jerk reaction. We're all reacting way too fast. Is Tyson Bagent, is Case Keenum the better replacements for Caleb Williams? No, I don't want to see that yet. Number 1 draft quarterback from last season, a guy with as much potential as he has, the guy who had the ability to do what he could last season with a very bad offense. Let's try to relax. We still haven't seen him under real pressure. We're just seeing him under the Bears spotlights. Let's see what happens, and let's not try to get too crazy as we make our way over to this one. Last but not least, before we get out of here, Jared Allen, former Bear player, Viking legend, guy who is just an all-around awesome guy, made it to the Hall of Fame. And as he's giving his speech, he's thanking all of his teams and took a little minor jab at the Bears.
The Bears. Yeah, well, I'm teasing. Listen, when you blow your back out, you blow your L5 out, catch pneumonia, you only have 5 sacks. I don't think they were too happy either. But you cannot have the game of football without the Hallis family. So thank you so much. And Kevin Warren, I love you. I wish you all the best when you guys play, except for the Vikings. So,
That's fair. Again, Allen's time in Chicago was brief. It was underwhelming, totaling in just a little over 5.5 sacks over 18 games. But the Bears were also at fault, trying to convert the longtime 4-3 defensive end into a stand-up linebacker in a 3-4 scheme. That experiment went about as well as you'd expect. And awkward and effective, short-lived. Chicago shipped Allen off to Carolina midway through the 2015 season. It does sting because we thought we got something out of Jared Allen. And it turns out all we got was a really good guy, a really good personality. I enjoyed Jared Allen while he was here, but, well, again, right now that's just another reminder of things in the past that did not pan well. But hopefully in this time, what we're seeing from this Chicago Bears team, again, there's a lot of concerns out there. There's a lot of issues. I'm still drinking this Kool-Aid. There's 2 sides to this Bears team. They still have a monster defense. Caleb Williams still has a lot of potential, and he's got weapons this season. And hopefully that offensive line holds up the way it is. These are just learning stubs to watch out for, just some speed bumps. Let's see what happens. Give it a little more patience. Let's not be so knee-jerk reaction. And let's not get all over Caleb and Ben Johnson yet. Let them work out their kinks. Again, they have not had a lot of time to really practice and get things down. It's going to be a little bumpier as we get along here, but I do think that the overall any product is going to make Bears fans happy. If not, the one thing we can always rest our heads on is the Green Bay Packers suck. This is Bears Latest. I'm Dan Levy. We appreciate you joining in on Fan Art Sports. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this podcast, and let me know what is your level of concern right now with Caleb Williams and this offense. We'll see you again later. Peace.